Reserves slide further, lost $905.5 million in June. This is according to the CBN, and that's not good. Spiritual healing. Randy Prophet bags life imprisonment for barren woman's death. That's not good too. Human parts traders exhuming Ondo corpses, selling in Oshu held. Youths flee as soldiers invade Enugu community for sacking herdsmen. 25-year-old arrested for extorting 7 million naira over threats on woman's nude photos. Kanu's arrest. Lawyers write UK protests extradition. FG guns for collaborators. AstraZeneca. Nigeria faults EU's rejection, says decision political. Nigeria banned UAE flights over COVID-19 testing procedure, the federal government states. States drive away mining investors with illegal levies and taxes. Oshimbaja. Yes, that's very true. There are some states you need to, yes, it's true. Let's just leave it there. Oil experts list benefits as National Assembly breaks 12-year jinx, passes PIB. I feel like it's more than 12 years. The PIB bill has been there for too long. Anyways, as always, your responses and reactions always welcome. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp and Telegram 080-903-06-416. Remember, we are live on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. When you call, please turn off your radio. And remember, 60 seconds is more than enough to make your point. Good morning. Good morning. Maybe I should just say morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sunday calling you from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead.
And lawyers protesting the extradition of Nnamdi Kanu. They are pursuing shadow because the law is that the method of obtaining relevant evidence is irrelevant, provided the substance is that evidence is relevant to the case. Nnamdi Kanu has case to answer in Nigeria. What they should be after is the justice to be done in that case. Justice is from all sides. Nnamdi Kanu should do justice because he who seeks equity must do equity. Nigerian government should do justice. The supporters of Nnamdi Kanu should do justice.
All right. Now, even though you have a point, if the extradition was not done well, then that's something that has to be considered. Yeah, there's a case in Nigeria. He has to come back and answer. Yes, indeed. But if the means through which he was returned to this country did not follow due process, then that's a problem. And so we cannot correct another wrong with another wrong. So I'm hoping that eventually when we find out the details of that extradition, there's no foul play. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Uncle Sam. It's good luck calling from the belly.
Go ahead.
Yes, Governor Nike said he will continue on backing on projects. Well, I want to remind Governor Nike that since 25th of April 1967, Rivers State was created. Rivers people have never experienced this absolute poverty we are into now. I want to bring Governor Nike that he should provide employment for Rivers people. He should make sure that there is human development for the people of Rivers State. They should pay pensioners their gratuity. They should implement the minimum wage reform so that the Rivers people will be liberated from captivity. Rivers people are dying. I know a man from Meche. His son is no longer schooling again because of financial predicament. But it's a man that served Rivers people for 35 years as a faithful servant. Up to today, his entitlement has not been given to him. It's unfortunate and an aberration that has got Rivers State. God has blessed with natural resources. We are into captivity. Yes, I know that God who created heaven and earth will continue to protect Rivers. We will not die until 2 years because it's remaining 2 years.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ejike calling for Oråcle.
All right, go ahead, Ejike.
DSS confirmed on Radio Sunday Moho's house
at Ibadan. Chinedu, I want to ask, is right agitation is not shrined in the Constitution? Why is Nigeria government is afraid of anybody who raises up to agitate? If you say that secessionist is a crime, why do we have a different country in this world? We have over 200 countries. We could have one country. No need of having a Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, and the rest of them. All the whole country could have one. Then we know that there is no need to create another country. All these crimes that are committed from the north, they don't care about it. It is west and east is more needed more than north. I don't understand the standard of Buhari government. Kuguni is hosting criminals every day. Nobody is talking about it. Let them be careful.
All right. That's 1 minute. Israel from Moha. Good morning, Israel.
Yeah, good day, Sam.
Good morning.
Yes. What is happening in Roma school? For me, the first step that the principal has taken is not a good one. It's not a good one in the sense that Roma school is not in a book with another country for him to invite men. But I expected him to invite the parents of the children that are causing the problem. Also, inform the Ministry of Education so that the parents and the Ministry of Education will be aware and they take decision on those children before taking any other action of calling security men. For him to come in, because those people might anger the military men before you know they start shooting, which might lead to another thing. So let him take the right step before any other thing. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Achomode on Facebook says it is dictatorial for Governor Wike to slash salaries of parliamentary and judicial staff because they embarked on strike asking for improved working conditions, as well as the welfare of staff, Passan and Jusen embarked on nationwide. Emalka JP, it's unfortunate that Mr. Sunday Igboho will stockpile arms and ammunition in the name of Yoruba Nation protests in Lagos. What will the various sophisticated arms do during the protest? It's high time Nigerians know that arms are not needed in protest. Ajugunuhu, the governor of Rivers State should please refund the workers their full salary. You cannot claim autonomy by reducing workers' salaries. Kingsley Miller, still on Facebook. Let me remind Governor Wike that he does not do his projects according to the needs of the people. Who told him we need flyover? What Rivers State needs is human capital development. And finally on Facebook, Chinem Matthew, we are not happy with the way the FG is handling cases in the country. Killing innocent people in Sunday Igboho's house is unlawful. Kingsley from Rumeme. Good morning, Kingsley.
Good morning, Oråcle.
Go ahead.
Prince Kingsley from Rumeme Kingdom. I am happy this morning that the governor has made an open declaration, to continue to implement and execute and implement, projects for Rivers people. So this is second tenure, and one would have expected that, things like that doesn't solve it. And he has, continues to do that. So may God bless him to so he continues to, give us quality projects. Thank you very much. Prince Kingsley is my name.
All right, thank you very much. JJ from Rumibo. Good morning, JJ.
Yeah, good morning, Sam.
Go ahead.
The principal calling soldier to deal with students or discipline students.
Caution.
For me, I think it's a good one. Because it may be that the soldiers are the only available people as at that time.
Really?
Sam, you had what they said, that a girl was wearing a bangle that is not part of the school uniform. And the teacher said, remove this bangle, and she refused. What is there in maybe a little flogging? The next thing she went and mobilized and fought the soldier, fought the teacher, break her head and everything, that the principal should just keep quiet. No, now, Sam. No.
No, JJ. I don't think anybody would say the principal should be quiet. No, nobody should. But are you telling me inviting soldiers is the only idea that came to mind? The only one?
What if the soldiers were the ones closest, and before you can think of bringing the police or whoever, the children have killed the teacher? What happened then? They'll begin to investigate.
So it depends on availability. So as far as I'm concerned, the principal did all he could do to make sure the life of the teacher is safe from the hands of any student. And for the board builder that is accusing a certain person from the River State government, I think they should tread with caution. If you look at the unemployment rate in River State, it's very high. And that guy, if you think of the people he employs and the indirect people selling food and everything, I think the River State government should tread with caution when it comes to that guy, because that guy has employed nothing less than 500 people directly. Please. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, JJ. But it's about doing things the right way. It doesn't matter whether or not the soldiers were at the gate of the school. It hurts to imagine that was the only idea that came to the mind of the principal. But anyway, that conversation happens later on the show. Emperor from Ruma Holu is on the phone. Good morning, Emperor.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm commenting on the River State government with the judiciary workers. He's a performing governor. He has been doing things. He's a governor that will say one thing. If he flag up a project, he completes it. He will tell you the day he will do it. But with this one now, he should not, all these little things we like this his image. Because of few people, he should not base his image. Just allow them, pay them their money. These people has to work, and it's under their ethics. They went on strike. Then he should not punish all of them because of one or two persons. The governor is a good governor. Let him just pay these people their money. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to say this once, twice, and as many times as it needs to be said. We need to understand how democracy works. I don't think we do. And even those we vote in, they also do not understand it. Obonna from Oyibo, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah. I want to react on Sunday Igboho and the invasion of his house. To me, my dear brother, all these arrests and the invasions, to me, it is a welcome development, because Nigeria all over have lost a lot of lives and properties because of insecurity in the nation. But my advice to the federal government and the Nigerian army is to make sure that the arrest goes round. No stone should be left unturned. There are crises all over Nigeria. Let them go south, north, east. They should not concentrate in a particular place. And at the same time, there is need for dialogue. Sam, my brother, there is need for dialogue. If there is no dialogue, no matter what the government and the Nigerian army have done, the crisis will continue. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Confidence from Bori. Good morning.
Good morning, Oråcle.
Good morning.
I want to talk about Mr. Wiki and his project. It is really unfortunate that the classrooms are empty, and this man doesn't reason to know that we need teachers in the classrooms. I want to also say that look at all these teachers that are retiring. Who are those replacing them? A question we need to ask ourselves. Retirees are not being paid. Those are not being paid to our students, and somebody is doing flyover. Well, posterity will never forgive Mr. Wiki. He should be made to know this. Thank you.
All right. Chris from Artillery. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, let me talk about the principal going to invite soldiers to come and deal with students no matter anything. If you want to tell me, assuming maybe those soldiers came there and do other things for me, do you think if I'm a security personnel or soldier, do you think I will take it and they injure my son? Do you think I will take it easy with the principal? I will go to that principal house. I'll flog everybody, put in my mind everybody in that house. You don't know what he's doing. Is he the only soldier? Is the only option? Or even the soldier that even agreed to come with the principal, does that soldier even know his job? I don't know this type of country we are in. What would soldier got to do with a primary or secondary school student? Is that soldier well at all? I don't even understand this country at all. Somebody is justifying the only person is closer to. Closer on what? Look at the type of people. If you give this type of person leadership.
Hold on, Chris. We all have, we're entitled to our opinions, and of course we have platforms to share them. Again, you're not going to flog anybody. Two wrongs do not make a right. It's important that, we handle it well. All right, over to Facebook. Alexander Wilcox, let Nigeria government not be selective in their bid to curb insecurity in the country. They should also raid the houses of sponsors of Boko Haram. Chinedu Onyegam, Governor Wike said he does projects that would affect the lives of the people. My question is flyovers and overhead bridges, are they oriented projects that will affect lives of people? Unemployment is taking over the state and the youths are angry and hungry. Please, Governor, build industries and do genuine employment. Onyegam Chinedu. And Wilcox Alexander, okay, I've taken that. Good morning, Sam. Rumapara is my former school. I know how students behave over there. Whatever the principal has done is a welcome development because students are something else. Michael Okezie says on Facebook. Promise from GRA. Good morning, Promise.
Good morning.
Turn off your radio, please.
Yeah, the issue that happened to Rumapara school. I actually wrote jam there some years ago. Okay. And I think when the issue of that came on air, I remember how the school is. But I also think that the principal has not done exactly what is supposed to be done. The school was not at war. The Nigerian army is trying to come to a situation where there is perceived war. There are other means of calming the school tension. The principal is not the only teacher in the school or the teacher that was in Houston. There are other means of pressuring or calming the situation down rather than inviting the army, because we know the way Nigerian army behaves, and we know that the life of our students now can be provoking. So assuming that they did something that will make the army man angry, and before you know, something else will happen.
All right, thank you very much.
It will become another issue.
That's 60 seconds. I think that we should, time. That's time management is something we can all learn. CSS Rumapara students decry intimidation by military. Students' attitude in most public schools have deteriorated, and teachers' disciplinary responsibility is at their mercy. I believe the school authority acted under intense pressure by inviting the military instead of recommending their outright expulsion for cultism. Maddie David says on WhatsApp. And Christian says DSS invaded Sunday Wogo's residence. I hope the war is not targeted on those protecting their farmland from herders' invasion, because I haven't seen this government arrest any armed killer herder despite the atrocities they are committing across the country. Christian Williams from HA. And still on Facebook, Kingsley Miller says, let me remind our governor that what Rivers people need is human capital development and not flyover. Obina from Artillery is on the phone. Good morning, Obina.
Hello, sorry.
Good morning.
I've been waiting for a very long time, almost 4 minutes, my brother.
Go ahead.
There is something you mentioned, and I thank you for that. You see, democracy, they have a way. You must reason about this democracy. We need to read about democracy. Now, in Enugu, military is looking for youth to arrest. What is the purpose of the youth? Because they say, killer herdsmen leave our farm, stop raping our mother, stop killing our people, stop making us not to go to farm. Now they say they started looking for them. Igbo, they are looking for, what is Igbo face? Stop bringing cow to destroy our crops, stop raping our mother, stop killing people. Federal government is looking for them. So military have turned to remote. Metiala will call military, principal will call military, Buhari will call military. In democracy, it's a very big shame. This military are killing innocent people. We should condemn this act. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Walter from Mukaku. Well, let's not call Marlon from Choba. Good morning.
All right, good morning, Mr. Sam. Happy weekend.
I wish you the same.
What transpired in secondary school, Rumapara, to me, the principal acted wrongly. There are better options to handle issues like that. I could flash back to a case where in a secondary school, sometimes these events of cultism came up, and within the teachers in the school, we handled that situation, and today those boys are behaving well. So there are better options, even if there are ways the students behave, not to the point of inviting military.
Right.
To me,
Marlon,
I think an event of this should not.
Hello, Marlon, can you hear me?
Thank you.
Hello, hold
yeah.
on. How did you guys handle it? What happened?
We observed it. We set up a committee, 3-man committee, to step into the matter, invited the students. So they opened up, started linking up to 1 or 2 persons that were trying to generate the thing in the school. So we have to step in quickly and talk to these boys that think of your future, not today. That your future is ahead of you and is very much important. So, we didn't even use cane on them, but just to admonish them gradually. And today, if you see those boys, they are behaving well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
OG from Rumodmaya, good morning.
Chinedu, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me go straight to say, Chinedu, what the principal did is a very good one. Chinedu, you need to go to some schools, see some boys and girls, the way they act and behave. Chinedu, see, the future is no longer bright with what we are seeing. Because if you see the children we are talking about, that's one by the principal. I commend him. Then let me go straight to say, River State government slashing salary. Please, those people should not bother. They should not complain at all. The pig, the child of the pig told the pig, this one your mouth is big like what happened? He said, don't worry. This big mouth will get to you. All the while that civil servants have been shouting, they have not come out to shout. Now it's their turn. Please do not come and tell us anything. We should stop it. Thank you very much.
All right, so OG, your position reflects that of Kingsley on WhatsApp, who's also asking, Sam, why are you not condemning the action of the students who mobilized to beat a teacher, but you're more concerned about the invitation of soldiers? Kingsley is asking, well, Kingsley and OG, at no point would we endorse that kind of behavior. I know this was discussed yesterday, and I really doubt that my colleague would have said, oh, what the students did was good. No. But you see, if you understand the function of the military, and again, this is why I keep saying we need to understand how things work. If it was cult-related, the attack, that is wrong. But a school, an institution like that, should have policies on discipline. And if it feels like it overwhelms the school authorities, there are so many layers, so many hierarchies that this can be escalated to. Not going to call a soldier. Do you understand what a soldier does in a country? And I get it, yes. They are bossing head, they are shooting, they are cultists now, they've upgraded. We have technology, so they've obviously upgraded. Somehow. Anyways, that's what it is. Moving on, Chris is on the phone. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Chinedu.
Good morning.
Yes, I want to talk on the complaint made by the judiciary saying that they cut their salary or something. Yes, right. For me, I think it's a welcome development. Why did they go on strike? I want to see whether the other people too will suffer the same thing. Because the reason is that we have 3 arms of government. Can executives go on strike? There's a better way they should have handled that too, rather than going on strike. But they went on strike, and now they want their full payment. It's not done anywhere. So let me see whether the other people too will suffer the same thing. Because before now, they bought them cars and all of that. The other side, they didn't do it. But, and instead of them to say the governor is trying, we went on strike just because the other people went on strike. So now they are suffering. Let me see whether the other people will join them. Because they have no reason to tell me that.
All right, Chris. Thank you very much. I think we might be at that point where we would have to sit and decide for ourselves what system of government would work for us. We might be there. National dialogue. Everybody says, you know what? What do we need to do? That's a question that will need an important answer. Matthew Salim Khan, the principal did a good job. I recommend him. For that, I think you mean commend, because most of the students behave arrogantly. Comrade Princewell, I'm not against Governor Wike doing projects in Rivers State, but the truth is majority of Rivers people are suffering, especially civil servants. Lack of youth employment, non-payment of gratuity. Our retirees are dying in their numbers without payments since 2015. And Comrade Princewell Chika Mark on Facebook says, this is pure wickedness. Comrade Lucky shares the sentiment of those before him. The principal acted very well. Secondary school students are the dreaded cultists we have today. They go to school with weapons, with their gangs. What if they had killed that teacher? You still blame the principal for not inviting security agents? I doubt we'll do that. Chibike from Amuma, good morning.
Good morning, Chinedu.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Excellency says they don't forget according to the Indian people. I agree with him. I'm using Amuma as an example. When we come to Amuma local government, we are going to see the wonderful road to our Excellency did for us. Through the Honorable Kelechi Gospel. I think he asked us a question. When Honorable Kelechi Gospel answered, he said, what is the problem of Amuma, or what do you want me to do for you in Amuma? Honorable Kelechi Gospel saying that the road leading of Oråcle to Eberi is the need and the problem of Amuma, and he considered it done. He said, consider it done immediately, and that's what is already wanted. So I agree with him that we don't forget according to the needs of the people. It's a man that sees the problem of the people and he asks questions before any project is carried on. I think it's a right step in the right direction. I say kudos to him and kudos to Honorable Kelechi Gospel. Thank you and God bless you. That's my second time.
Chibike, I'm more concerned about your storytelling abilities. You might want to write a book. Uche from Eche, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Uche. Let me look at the principal, the student, and the soldier. Found with the level of explanation so far, a student who came to school to learn, not even for beauty contest, wore bango to school, and was asked to remove it by a teacher who is to teach her what she lacks before coming to school. And she refused. This is a height of disobedience. Let alone calling the talks to come and handle the teacher. This alone requires corporal punishment, Sam, if you ask me. But I do not subscribe to soldier, but police, whose duty is to arrest and to prosecute. Because when you look at the activities of the soldiers in this country, you do not invite them for anything. They are going beyond. And finally, Governor Wike said no amount of threat will make him join APC. I believe this is a welcome call. He proceeded to say many who join APC are joining APC because of threat and their inability to do something throughout their duration. I join Wike in this call. Good morning.
Thank you very much. I'm not quite sure why people think, the student from the school is a female student. The second person mentioned that. I believe it's a male student, so it's important we get that. Alfred from Emoha. Good morning, Alfred.
Good morning, my brother.
Go ahead.
We arrested 13 and killed 2 in Sunday Warren's house. I think it's a welcome development by DSS. There is no hiding place for the wicked. And then I am thanking President Buhari for taking proactive steps, speaking out the security of this nation. And then let me talk on the salary deduction of the parliamentary workers. Please, I want to tell the governor, you told us publicly that you have granted autonomy to these people. What are you still doing with their salary? Why would you deduct their salary? We know that you have not been, you have not granted the civil servant minimum wage. That is true. So what are you doing with the salary of these workers? And then to reverse youth, when the governor have always promised employment and have not been necessary to fulfill it, and has continued to support him, he shall be well with us. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Alfred. Back to WhatsApp. Governor Wike should do what he is saying. Is flyover the people's need? He's been building flyovers everywhere. When there's no employment, he should build modern markets because flyovers are not the problem of Rivers people. That's from Agbarusie Ngene from Omagwa. Governor Wike slashing salaries of parliamentary workers. The governor is more of an emperor than a governor. Tomorrow he will ask for the votes of the same people he's punishing for demanding their rights. Very bad, Pastor Vincent from Rumaholu. And Ihemadu says, principal of Rumapara inviting soldiers to caution students. The rate of cult activities and cultism is high, especially here in Rivers, which is a primary reason for youth restiveness and societal menace. Indeed, the parents should be held responsible for this calamity. They fail the society at large. Domka from Ajib is on the phone. Alright, I lost that call. Call back if you can. Lorenzo Delight on WhatsApp says, DSS attacking Igbogo is unlawful. The leader and his cohorts should thoroughly face the law. And Williams Fuche, on position taken by Governor Wike on Nnamdi Kanu, is where I declare my stand for this matter not to degenerate into something else. The FG should ensure that the rule of law prevails. Okay. Obang Oscar, no one should blame the principal. Imagine if those affected teachers were dead and they happen to be your relative. Would you still blame the principal? According to what the principal says, he brought them to threaten and caution the students. Flogging them will not kill them. Most of the students now have been misled into cultism and they need discipline. Well, we're going to have this conversation this morning. Later on, I'll be speaking with a human rights lawyer as to all the possible angles, what should have been, what was not, and where we're supposed to go. Of course, the news comes up at 7. After that, the sports gang tell you what's happening in the world of sports. Don't go anywhere.